What's up, guys? Back for this Tuesday slate. Hopefully you guys all had a great Monday slate. Ended up being our fourth straight win with the 322. Originally I had Derek White here instead of Jeff Teague, but once Jeff Teague was announced that he was going to be starting around a little after 7, I tweeted out that I was going to replace him with Jeff Teague and also changed it on the website, so hopefully you guys saw that. With DraftKings now allowing late swap, you gotta take advantage of these things, especially when Jeff Teague at 45 was a lot safer than Derek White, so I wanted to get him in there. So we crushed it again. Only Quinn Cook and Beverly were the two plays that didn't do great, but other than that, Kevin Durant was super low owned. I was expecting him to be chalk, the guy that you build your lineups around, but he was like a contrarian play on that slate, which is insane. But high scoring slate. Glad we made out in the money. Looking for our 5th straight win, so let's get it. Please be sure to drop a like and subscribe before we get started with the video. And as always, if you want to join us, you can hit the link in the description. Let's get our 5th straight win today. Continue this hot streak. Only a 3-game slate today, which is a bit disappointing, but we gotta work with what we got. At point guard today, I really like Jamal Murray at 6,600. This Nuggets team plays a lot better at home. They've always been a lot better team at home over the past couple seasons. Last year was no different. Jamal Murray's been a lot better at home, especially just looking at his 3-point percentage. He's made 36% at home. On the road, he's only made 17%. His field goal percentage on the road is way down as well. So back at home against the Rockets team, this is the game that I'm really interested in of the 3. This is a game where you should be able to do a game stack, and this game should be competitive and close. I'm not expecting the Golden State game to be very close, and the Cavaliers are so banged up that the Hornets might be able to blow them out too. But this game is really interesting for me for a DFS standpoint. This Houston-Denver game, I'm going to try to get as many pieces as I can. That starts with Jamal Murray at 6,600. A little underpriced. He has that big ceiling as we saw against Boston the other day. At shooting guard, James Harden is still way underpriced here at 10.5. So his price did rise by $1,000 from his last game. But the matchup here against Denver is a pretty solid one with Carmelo Anthony not being in the, going to be released potentially. So with him out of the picture, there's just a lot more shot attempts to go around for guys like Harden and more usage for Harden and Chris Paul. So we should see James Harden go back to last year's version very soon. Here now that, it's just going to be him and Chris Paul really running the show. In this matchup against Denver, they are a pretty good defense here. He's probably going to be matched up against Gary Harris, but Harden is pretty matchup proof. He's going to take a lot of shots. He has that huge upside. And on this slate, I would definitely prioritize Harden. All right, at power forward, I'm going to go with Paul Millsap. So he carried us on Sunday night with that big 50-point performance. I'm going to go back to him. Price tag did not raise by much, only by $500. The matchup is pretty solid against Houston. He's just going to play a good amount of minutes here as a starter. He's still underpriced at 5,600. Has that upside which he flashed last game. Most of the time he's going to get you in the high 20s to 30s, but at 5,600 we don't need him to do much. We only need him to get 33 DraftKings points for 6x value, which is all you really look for to get you that 300. So if all of your players get 6x value, you're sitting at 300 points, which is going to cash in all formats most nights. So I like Paul Millsap a lot. One of the better cheap plays on the slate. At center, I like Tristan Thompson. So with the Cavaliers so banged up, it's led to big minutes for Tristan Thompson, especially over the past few games, 34, 31, 34. He's made the most of them. He's pretty much a lock for at least a double-double. He has that steal upside and not really block upside with him, but he does have that steal upside. Going to pull down a ton of rebounds. And the Cavaliers are going to need guys to put the ball in the basket, and Thompson has been known to get easy putbacks at the rim. So he should get a lot of rebounds, should get a good amount of points. The matchup is excellent against Cody Zeller. And Thompson has flashed 40 DraftKings points 3 times in his past 6 games. So he definitely has that upside. And on this 3-game slate, with the Cavaliers so thin, his usage rate has been going up. I think he's a fine play at 5,700. At forward, another guy that I like is Larry Nance. He's at 5,200. So he finally got the start last game. Played 31 minutes. Shot the ball terribly. Only had 2 points. But he still managed to put up 30 DraftKings points. So very few people are going to have 2 actual points and end up with 30 plus DraftKings points, but Larry Nance did that the other day. The matchup is great again against the Hornets here. He's going to be matched up against like Marvin Williams, against MKG if he's good to go. He was out last night. So I think Larry Nance, the matchup is fine. He's going to get good minutes here with them banged up so much with all three, forwards out. So Larry Nance at 5,200 should get some good run. Has that 40-point upside that he's flashed here, and if he's going to get consistent minutes, he's a guy that we can definitely look to on this 3-game slate. And then finally at util, I think Alex Len at 4,400. So I never feel comfortable rostering Alex Len, but especially against the Warriors, who don't really play traditional center, except Damian Jones plays like 15 minutes. But I think in this spot, Len is going to get some good run just because the Hawks don't have bodies. At 4,400, he's put up 34 against the Lakers. This matchup against the Warriors, it's just a matter of if he's going to be on the court, he's going to be able to produce. The Hawks are going to be without. Collins is still out for a while. Dwayne Dedmon is out again, so the only other option is Miles Plumlee, who is not going to get a ton of run. And at power forward as well, they're really banged up. Only Omari Spellman is the only guy they have, so the Hawks are going to go either really small or they're going to play Alex Len a good amount of minutes. I think Alex Len is still, you can pencil him in for at least 25 minutes. And in those minutes at 4,400, he's still cheap enough where he has that upside where I will be taking the risk on him against this matchup just because he's really cheap and the Hawks don't have any bodies. So at 4,400, he's a guy that you can definitely look to in cash games and tournaments as well. If he might be too popular, then you can pivot off him in tournaments. But at 4,400, he's still looking like the best value play that we have on the slate. So that's what I like for this 3-game slate tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoy. If you have any questions, you can put them down in the comment section. You follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process. And if you want to join for this NBA slate, you can hit the link in the description. So thanks for watching. Good luck tonight.